This video is sponsored by Trials Day. I'm Danny Butler. That's a wooden Gruffalo. And this is Trial Tube. So welcome to Trials Tube, and in this first video we're going to be talking about top things to do to your new Beta to get it ride ready. Yep, ride ready, brand new bike. So, here on Trials Tube, we do tips, tricks, and maintenance help outs, and some riding. But we'll get to that in a bit. So in this first video, like I said, we're going to be talking about things to change on your brand new bike. I know buying a brand new bike doesn't necessarily mean you need to change anything at all, but some things are sometimes good to get rid of and put on some new stuff so you can keep the old parts for when you trade it in. I know I shouldn't be planning for trading my bike in when I've only just had it, but the best thing to do is to put all of the new shiny parts that you've got that you want to change straight in a box straight away. Plan yourself out. If you're going to change some bits, buy them before you buy the bike. Why not? So first things first, handlebars. In my eyes, there's only one bar make, and that title is awarded to the British bar makers Renthal with their fat bar. Standard bars are good, but once you've bent a set, trust me, you won't want to do it again. And if you're changing bars, you may as well change grips. Same company, Renthal. There's a theme forming here, isn't there? Next up, bar ends. Thanks S3. These guys have actually developed these really nifty little bar ends as well, and rotates with your throttle. If you ask me, genius. Fastest things to be changing. At the back of the mudguard, you'll see two pins where the mudguard mounts. Take them out and replace them with, that's right, zip ties, which may not seem like the most impressive thing to be fitting to your brand new bike, but trust me, it'll save you plenty of money in snap mudguards, because these big pointy mudguards on the Beta, trust me, you'll thank me later if you don't swap to those zip ties. Worth their weight in gold. Next up, fuel cap. Obviously, there are other makes available. I chose CSP because, well, it was easy to get a hold of via eBay. God loves eBay. Because on the new Beta, the outlet for the breather pipe is built into the frame. But for some reason, the fuel cap is absolutely terrible on the standard bike. I'm sure on my 18 it was plastic. So on this one, I've got rid of it and got this nice looking CNC bit of bling. These are all bling bits really, but they make a huge difference. By the way, the new 2021 Beta, as the last one did, comes with a mapping switch. That's right, this thing here. Supposedly for rain and sun. The bike's got a carburetor, so think of that what you will. Next on the pecking order, pegs. I changed my standard pegs, took them straight off the bike, so when you trade them in, they still look brand new, for some very shiny titanium Raptor foot pegs. Other pegs are available and probably are cheaper. Guards. Plastic, carbon looking. Great to protect the frame, but remember to take them off when you're washing the bike. Shiny back disc from Galfer, solid one, FIM approved, plus aluminium lock nut. More bling, better stopping power, safety, whatever. Looks cool. Unfortunately for Beta, the mudguard doesn't seem long enough on the front, so I fit this little nifty rubber pad, which hopefully keeps out the nasty dirt from your radiator and stops your bike from overheating. Now I know what you're thinking. Is spending all this money necessary? Well, I did. I like my bike, so why not treat it There's never a good enough excuse to buy a bling. So just buy it. So this is that point where we all have to start to think, can there be too much titanium? Is having more cool tie parts on your bike a thing or not? It's a thing. You can have as much titanium as you like. I took the front pipe off, straight off, put it in a box and fitted this lovely S3 tie pipe, which to be honest I feel makes the bike a little more throaty on the bottom end. Sounds cool too. This one goes out to all the tinkerers that like messing about with their carburetor. Don't mess with the standard air fuel settings, leave them alone. However, I did buy this very nifty little S3 screw that turns my tick over up and down. It's easy to get to. The one on the Beta on the Kin and Carb is a pain in the arse. Another one for the tinkerers. This little screw that goes into the bottom of the airbox is made by the very nice people at Jitsi. And it's CNC and it's much better for the runoff in the bottom of the airbox as a runoff pin. It's much more substantial and probably won't end up cross-threading inside the plastic airbox. So look into that. Now here's a biggie on the Beta. Make sure that you wire the top of the throttle cable into where the throttle is. Obviously I've secured it there with a nice little zip tie as well. But if I can just get that off. Come on, you beauty. Then you will see just underneath that I have wired the throttle cable to the throttle and sealed it with a nice little zip tie and a kiss. No. Next up, heavy duty bash guard, slightly thicker than the standard, fits better than the standard, easier to get on than the standard. Also looks hench. Now in this first video, it's been very much bike, 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 bike. We are going to do some riding in future videos, but I just wanted to get this one out of the way while my bike's clean. Look out for some tips and techniques that will be coming soon on Trials Tube. We're also going to have some guest presenters, some guest locations, and a huge thank you to our sponsors, Trials Day. See you next time. Bye.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the
So welcome to Trials Tube. In this first video, we're going to be talking about dog. It's really hard to do it to yourself, isn't it? So here on Trials Tube, and again, I hate filming myself. It's the worst thing in the world. Is my face in shot? Because I'm guessing. I know I've got a big face, which makes it difficult. So do you come here often? 4-stroke, 2-stroke? What's your fancy? Are you a big hitter on a Montesa, or are you more of an Italian rider? I can see by your vacant expression you think I'm a